So I got a lot of scrap wood laying around in my backyard, and since I don't want to find it frozen in the springtime, I've taken it upon myself to build a fort. So I just got a bit of a wind blocker there, made by just various pieces of wood, and I'm going to set the charcoal barbecue up in that corner. Hopefully we'll get to warm it up in here. So this is kind of how my shelter looks right now. I've got the hammock in the back, a little bit of protection there, and the heat should blow out throughout this cave I've got and warm up the whole area. And my hope is this one little spark will keep me warm for the next little while. Hopefully that charcoal lights up. Yeah, I'm looking at about minus 15 outside the shelter. We'll let that fire get warmed up and we'll see how nice we can get it inside. Got a few little branches I had to break down, so I just threw those in there. They're just warming up and they're going to burn off on their own time. I don't know that it's any warmer under here just yet. Get that to stop moving. Anyway, it's still about minus 15 under here. I'm going to wait for a little bit to set up the underquilt just because I don't want it to get filled with snow. So I just went to the grocery store, bought some Smokies, relit the fire here. So this is the Christmas tree from 2 years ago. Last real Christmas tree I think I'm going to have for a while. And it's my tradition every year to chop it up, let it dry, and burn it. So here we go. Merry Christmas 2011, I guess. Anyway, it's a little bit warmer up here under my shelter. Anyway, I'm just kind of hanging out here, letting that fire go. And I'll get the underquilt set up here in a few minutes because the snow has, well, it's tapered down quite a lot. There's lots of it blowing around right now. So fire's going, and I'm just going to chill here and relax. Well, here we go then. I finally get to show you guys what Thunder Bay usually looks like. So I'm just walking around in my backyard. We got lots of snow. Because I'm standing around doing nothing, I've got the big guns jacket on. So let's go back to the fort. Just walking into the trees. Oh my gosh. So, just under this area here, it is probably at least 4 or 5 degrees warmer than it is out there. It's gotten a lot colder out here than it was earlier. I got the fire going. I got a comment on Facebook already that this shelter here is my Canada's Worst Handyman submission. No, it's not. This is rotten wood that I had laying around the yard. The brown stuff is from the deck. The painted stuff is things I was going to turn into the garden fence, but since I don't need to make a garden anymore, there we go. So I'm going to tear this down in the summertime, of course, with the exception of these triangles here, and throw this wood out and keep the triangles for my my boat storage rack. Anyway, I'm just going to let this fire burn down a little bit and put the Smokies on. So we've had this going for a few minutes now. You can see the temperature is hovering, wow, holy cow, it's actually like warmer than minus 5 up there. That's awesome. The top of this tarp has a lot of heat in it right now. I've got my underquilt in this bag here. I've got my Marmot -9 sleeping bag in here. And I've got my A-Solo down bag, 0 degrees. That's going to go on top of everything here. And when I go back in the house, I'm going to grab my wool blanket. So let's go ahead and put this underquilt on. Woo-hoo! When the underquilt comes out of the bag, it looks like this. What I'm trying to eliminate is all this extra strapping. So it stays quite small when it's in the bag. You gotta let this thing fluff up quite a bit. Let's hang it up. So, that's how easy it is to hang up the underquilt. Now it does come up quite high like we've seen before. My head will be in this end, my feet will be in that end, and I'm nice and tight inside my underquilt. That's that for now. It's almost time to put the smokies on, but for now, we're just gonna let all that wood burn down. Yep, we are. So we're almost out of batteries, but here's the tarp setup. Let's bring you underneath. As you can see, got a bit of room under here. Move the hammock a bit. And the wind's coming from this direction, so I've just kind of closed up the end of the tarp. That actually provides a lot of wind protection. It's still really, really chilly out here. Let's back out. Whew! Holy man. Let's see how cold it is now. Minus 21 right now. Okay, I got the coals ready for the sausages. I'm gonna let them heat up and burn down a little bit. Probably about a half an hour I'll put them on. That's North Country Premium Deli smoked Italian sausage. Yum, yum, yum. It's gonna be good. Alrighty, I've just thrown the sausages down on the grill. Starting to get a little bit dark out. One of the things I'm worried about is my one dog, Jesse. He's okay to be out here right now. He loves it. My other little dog, Jackson, he's a hound, sort of lab mix. And he can't handle the cold quite as much, so he's stuck inside right now. And I can hear Jackson, the little guy, scratching at the door. And if I stay outside tonight and both the dogs are in the house, they're going to be scratching all night to come out. But if I keep them out, one of them might get kind of cold. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to cook up supper. I'll set up the hammock, and then tomorrow morning, I think I might come out, crawl into bed, and see if I can't get warm. Either way, these sausages are starting to come together. They're looking really, really good. I'm just going to finish them up and go ahead and bring them inside. Have myself some dinner.